Saturday. I'm Nitesh, and I welcome each one of you for this live to tune in at time. And I could already see a few of the folks tune in and also gave it a thumbs up, even though I haven't joined. That means a lot. So this is a mini face reading segment where what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to do a mini face reading live where I'll be covering about the strength of your face, where I'll be telling about the emotions that you experiences, basically the challenges that you may go through, right? Basis on your element. Those are the aspects that I'll be covering on for today's live. Do let me know for the folks who have tuned in whether you're able to comment and whether the audio is clear, whether the video is something wherein you can see me. I can see me on my system, so I can confirm that I'm visible, although I'm not sure whether audible or not, whether I'm audible or not. So yeah, do comment in if you're able to hear me. Do comment in if you're able to see me. And if you're able to do both of it, then you're in for the game. So this is a mini face reading segment where I'm going to analyze your face. I'm going to lend out some mini insights that is most prominent at this point in time. And I'm going to share it with you. Let's see what strikes out. In between that, I'm going to share some of the face reading insights where I'm going to share about face reading or questions in general that you may have. Right? I could see Alexandra already here, so that is incredible. You're on time. That is beautiful. All the rewards that you have done, it's amazing. The love that you guys pour in, it's absolutely fantastic, to be honest. So yeah, welcome Alexandra, welcome to each one of you who are going to tune in even afterwards, or who are going to watch the replay, because there are many folks who watch us in the replay. And for them, I'm going to definitely render some of the face reading insights for the learners. I'm definitely going to share some of the face reading insights that will definitely strike through in the middle of the conversation. For the people who tunes in, you can also share any other face reading question. How is this art? How does this art works? And all those questions that you have, you can shoot in. As long as I can answer them, I'm definitely going to answer it for you, right? So there will be two focus for this particular live. First is mini face reading, where I'll be telling about your strengths, your challenges. Hi Sharda, how have you been? The other part is I'll be telling about some of the face reading features, some of the face reading insights that will delve along with covering the many aspects of the face, because that will render out some of the facial traits which are sparkling in your personality, which will help us get going, right? So Alexandra, welcome to the live back again. Sharda, welcome to the live back again. And I hope you guys are having wonderful Saturday today. And Alexandra, I've already captured in your picture on my system. So I won't take long to set up your pictures. So that is great. And yeah, I'll just zoom in onto your picture. And I think then we'll be good to go. Right. So, yes, Alexandra, I believe you're there. So, shall I start reading for you? I have your picture in front of me. If you confirm that you're there listening to the reading, I'm going to start with the reading. Okay, so yeah, I'll just wait for your confirmation. And to all the folks who are tuning in or who are going to tune in further, this is a mini face reading segment where I'm going to capture the essence of your inner design, because that is what face reading does. It captures your inner design, your inner architecture, which is different from each one of us. It's the unique design of your life, and that is how you begin understanding things better. If you get align yourself with your elements, you can manifest the best version of yourself. At different stages of life, we can encounter certain set of imbalances in our life, and to rectify those imbalances through certain set of strategies or through certain changes in life, we can get those elemental balance in our life back. And that is the sole motive for this mini face reading, or for face reading in general. And face reading can be applied to the individual aspect, it can be applied to the relationship aspect, right? But here in mini face reading segment, we are going to delve only on your side, right? So Alexandra has commented yes. So I'm going to read for Alexandra, and thank you for sharing the most recent picture of yours, Alexandra. That definitely helps. And I'll just zoom in onto your picture, and yeah. So, Alexandra, the very first thing, the very striking thing on your face that shines out, it's the intense fire energy that you possess. And that fire energy is coupled with a strong water energy into your personality. What it does is, what fire does into your personality, it enables you to be extremely ambitious with your life, with your plans. It enables you to to aim high. That is something which is pretty striking from your face. You never settle for less, neither you want to, and that is something which which makes a performer in you shines out. So fire energy very much deals with a person who wants to make a mark to the world and wants to have people noticing you. So that is where I believe the aspect where you can shine, the aspect where you can express yourself, the aspect where you can communicate more and enrich yourself with work which has the aspect of noticing. I mean, literally aspects of appreciation are instilled there, and that's why there is an aspect of performer in you, right? And performer attracts as fire mesmerizes people, right? Similarly, the energy that you possess, it attracts people, it attracts attention. And that's why giving yourself those opportunities where you can achieve significant landmarks in your life, plus it has an aspect of direct attention, direct involvement of people noticing your work. That is something which relishes your element, right? And that is where I feel it's very, very important that you give yourself those opportunities to shine, to grow. And you have very strong sets of wood element, which enables in you a set of organization. There is also strong sense of metal element into you, which enables the strive for perfection. In totality, your face is a very balanced face, which gives me uh, the primary element as fire, right? The secondary element as water and metal, right? So water induces in you the feelings component, which is pretty strong, which means that there is a great feeler into you as well, and you feel things deeply, you feel things emotionally, and that is where you know somewhere doing things which connect to people, and that's where the performance aspect strikes in further, where you get your artist, your inner artist out and present to the world. That inner artist is the artistry of your water energy, wherein there is strong set of feelings getting out to exuberate and shine in the world. And that's where the aspect where you have to manage your fire and water together, having a set of hobby which kind of brings out the artist in you, and thereby people noticing you or noticing your work is something which very much fuels in your element. Having said that, yes, because there is excess fire, there is excess metal, there is a strong water energy. Each one of it can pose a significant threat to the aspect of relationship, which is something wherein I would render a caution that because metal is an archetype of a father, and metal, through metal you strive for perfection, but that also leads you to strike perfection in your relationship or love life as well. And as relationships can never be perfect, that is where I feel is an area where you can look upon or work upon, because it's important. for your element to nurture well, right? Upinder, very good evening. So yeah, Upinder, you can share in your picture to the Instagram ID that I have pinned in here. You can text me your pictures for getting the reading if you are looking for that, and I love your questions as well along the way. So yeah, Alexandra, I was mentioning about the aspect of uh, relationship, and that is where I feel that because of immense fire, you have a more dominant role into whatever you get into in your work, in your relationship, and that's why having a partner who is kind of being a little submissive force, or a force wherein he is a little laid back, is something which will work better for you, right? So that is the aspect that I see when I'm seeing your face, right? If I look at your shin, that is the light of your eyes, and shin gives the aspect of current emotional state that one is in. Shen is the light of the eyes, literally the light of the eyes. The light means the flame, how the flame is burning, and that flame represents how is the current zeal with respect to living life, right? So when I'm looking at your current emotional state, because your water dominates a lot, and because your uh, feelings are pretty deep in nature, it's the natural extension of your personality to feel things pretty deeply and to be extremely emotional at times. That indicates that you can be touchy, sensitive, and can hurt yourself easily, and that's where I feel being in that flow state emotionally and not getting yourself stuck for long periods at one point, especially on the emotional front, is something which is going to help your element. Otherwise, the water that you possess can lead you to get yourself in a stagnation mode for long periods, which is definitely not a good state for your element to be. So make sure that even if you're feeling stuck at certain points in time or for long, make sure to give yourself chance to uh, kind of exercise your noticing aspect more, to exercise your appreciation aspect more. So that is where I feel the current emotional state is indicating a feeling wherein there is aspect of lowness. Of course, that is something which I can see, but the fire in you has that ability to steer through emotions well and to steer through change as well. So give and enable that change, and make sure that you focus on the aspect of love wherein the expectations are a little less, right? And there are room for improvement, there is room for a liberating force, there is more freedom into how you accept love, right? It need not be a certain way, right? And that is a trap that can be for your element. It's one of the elemental challenges that I see when I see your face. So yeah, that is pretty much the thing, Alexandra, for you in this mini face reading. I sense it's a very wonderful, positive, shining face that you have, uh, and that is where I feel just a little subtle changes you need to make for the ones that I highlighted, and I feel you're going to do pretty good in life. So yeah, thank you so much, Alexandra, for giving me the opportunity to read for you. I hope the mini reading helps and resonates with you, and I would love to have your feedback on the link that I'm going to share with you. You can also share a video feedback with me on my personal chat box. Also, that also works. I'll share the link also, or you can share it in the comments of the uh, comments of the chat box in the group. That also works. But I'll appreciate and love the video feedback if you can give for 30 seconds, something like that. That'll be great. I'll pull off on my Instagram. That'll be very helpful to the potential clients. But your choice, totally. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity. You can also have your questions as well regarding face reading. That'll help the returning viewers or people who are going to watch the replay. If you want to have questions, Upendra is also here. Hi, Upendra. Okay, yeah. Now I can see Upinder has also sent in the pictures. That is great. I can see your picture, Upinder. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Alexander. I hope the reading was helpful, though. I just hope it was. Yes, this was a mini segment, but I tried to cover as much as I can for you. So, yeah, that is the thing. I can see your picture, Upinder, for sure. Yeah, the latest, the last picture that you have sent is pretty good. So, that is great for the reading part. Hey Connie, what's up? How are things? I hope you're having a wonderful time at your place, Mushumel. Now I won't get confused. Now I won't get confused by your name. It's Connie's grandmother giving a name to her granddaughter. Lovely. Lovely to see and interact with you guys, for sure. Great. So I have Upinder's face, and yes, I'm incredible, fantastic on Saturday. After all, it's a weekend, so that is great. I'm just typing in to Upinder that I see his face, and I'm going to start reading for him. I hope he gets back here on the live. Upinder, if you're here, just let me know, and yeah, once you're here, do let me know. I'll read for you. Hmm. I'm just focusing on your face, Upinder. Meanwhile, Connie, how are things? How have you been? How is your grocery going on? How is your this thing, the creative work going on? I've been seeing some of your amazing posts. So yeah, so all the ones who are going to tune in. I'm not sure if Moshumel is going to comment later after this live, because once this live ends and I upload this live, I think the comments doesn't feature through the live window. So people may not know, but this Moshumel is an incredible artist. She's a design artist from Ireland. She's into many, many things and she does all things incredible. And if you guys want to have any of your artwork ready in a very meticulous manner, Connie is the girl to reach out. So yeah, wonderful person, wonderful artist. Yes, I have Upinder here, present and attentive. That's great. So yeah, so Upinder, I'll just hydrate myself a little, and then I'll start reading for you. Hmm. So Upinder, when I'm seeing you, the very first thing that strikes out vehemently from your face, you have a very strong set of eyebrows, and that too straighter in nature, which means, logic, linear thinking is something which matters a lot to you because your ears are sticking out. That indicates a scenario where you can think differently, you can think out of the box. That is your strength. The wood energy in you is something that makes you pretty alive. It makes you pretty energetic with projects that you want to take up, with work that you want to take up, and that is your inner strength. That is your primary element, which is wood element, and that means planning, organization. That means being a go-getter, being somebody who wants to drive in even entrepreneurship efforts, or who want to take initiative, who want to take challenges. So assume wood to be an element where you imagine this to be a soil, and wood is like a tree, right? So imagine the seed that is planted beneath the soil. Wood is the breaking force of earth. Wood means a sapling is coming out by breaking the soil. And that is the energy of you. It's the energy of a childhood spiraling through spring. It's the energy of a childhood who wants to break the old and establish the new, who wants to establish the planning part, where you plan, where planning can be a big strength of yours, because it can mean that you have a tentative plan of where the tree needs to go and where the branches needs to be. It has a very divisive plan, and so that energy is very much there in you, and that means that that force in you is something which is great, but at the same point in time, it can be rebellious, because you're wanting to make a change, and when you try to make a change, there are people who oppose you, and when that happens, that charges your element to do more good into your life if you use that force in a positive way, right? So there are two challenges I feel that can be pretty much attributed to your element. So wood has the emotion of anger associated with it, right? And when anger boils down to a level, it can either let you exercise your anger in a positive direction where you can channel your emotion to achieve something great, but at the same point in time, wood has the aspect of going into depression. The reason why is there is intense liver chi. Liver chi means there is intense liver energy that is working to detoxify the chemicals in the health wise, but it also creates the energy of a very active person. As I mentioned, because there is the want, there is the need for driving a change, right? That indicates that if that doesn't happen, your element can have that backdraft, right? And that is where make sure that you're exercising your physical energies into right places. Make sure that you're finding yourself more around wood, more around trees, going for a trek, or having more more physical drain outs, right? Because the kind of brain that you have, it can, because it's pretty active, it can lead you to restless mode as well, right? So that is something which I feel you need to take care. And there is this water feeler in you, the water that feels plus wood that acts, which means uh, yes. That's lovely. That's lovely, Upinder. I'm just reading out your comment. I had faced these exact issues a few years ago. I have now become more grounded, channeling the energy in the right places, and more importantly, respecting the older generation. That is beautiful, and that is where I was mentioning about the fact that the water feeler in you is something which kind of so water and energy, through water in your personality, you tend to feel people's emotion, and that water energy to feel things is something which guards you in accessing your wood energy at a better place, at a better position. And that's where that water feeler in you is going to ground you a lot. and that is something which which lets you understand people. And water and wood, the combination that you have on your face, slight water, more wood, it can definitely let you to have great efforts, or to have great excellence in being a entrepreneurial like person, because wood enables you to be a warrior, to be a pioneer, to be a entrepreneur. And people may not always align with your ways because you have this different way of thinking. That is something which is uniqueness of your individualism. And make sure that you don't get into a lot of arguments, because you can or you tend to your element tends you to have a lot of arguments, a lot of verbal fights. It can lead you to have that. But that is where I feel enabling your water energy is something which kind of can help you navigate through those scenarios in a better way, right? So embrace your uniqueness, because that is a differentiating force for you. That is something which truly defines your wood, uh, or kind of act as a you know complementing force to your wood. So make sure that for things that you have done in the day, at the night time, maybe when you're going to bed, you just think about it, you feel about it, because that feeling aspect enables your water energy to tune in into you, right? So that is great. And and yes, have you can have an earth person into your life, maybe as a, if you already have as a mother or father or a grandparent or sibling, that can definitely give you that comforting space to be that cushion to be you, right? That also is true. Despite being logical, the water element helps me navigate situations more effortlessly. That's beautiful. In terms of arguments, again, you're true. I used to argue a lot trying to defend my unique viewpoints. Now I'm more tactful about that. Beautiful. Yeah, that is where you can really be you, and make sure that you are engaged in something meaningful, uh, with an organization, with a force that brings meaning to your life, wherein you can, if not fight for a community, you give yourself those chances where you try to bring the best out of others, right? uh, that is where your element can really flourish and nourish in life, right? So that is the thing. And make sure that you burn out your excess energy in rightful ways, because your excess liver chi has the potential to let you do multiple projects, but at the same point in time it can also have a backdraft where if the energies are not utilized properly, you can have a backdraft which can put your elements into back zone and can put your mind into a state where things are things are little tough to navigate to, right? So that is a little point which I want to mention. And anger is the emotion of your element. As for water is it's fear, for wood it's anger, for fire it's joy and excitement. These are the emotional aspect associated in Chinese medicine with the elemental type. And if there are repeat viewers who want to understand more about face reading, earth has the aspect of worry and metal has the aspect of grief, right? Upinder, hi Nika, how have you been? I have seen your picture on the group chat. So just stay there. I'm going to come to your reading as well. I'm just reading for Upinder. I think I have read for Upinder mostly. I'll just answer his question. Can you talk a bit about having an earth element person close by? So yeah, I'll definitely talk about it, Upinder. So yeah, Nikita, you can share in your picture. Nika, sorry, Nika. I think you have already shared your picture. I'm going to go at your picture once I finish reading for Upendor and answering his question. That is a beautiful question. And yes, then I'll go. Then I'll be going on to your face, to your picture that you have given. Right. So yeah, you had your question about having an Earth element person close by. So Earth is an archetype of mother, right? Earth can be indicated more through the roundness of the face, through the more flesh padding on the face, wherein there are aspects of a fuller mouth, fuller lips, which you have significantly, especially if I look at your Earth region, that is significantly bright. You have those thing of being compassionate, being generous, that is being indicated. But I feel that having that earth person uh, in your life means a person who is more comforting, a person who can mother you and care for you, especially at times uh, when when your logical self is at at its prominence, and you're in a more fighting zone or in a restless zone, right? Internally, I mean, right? So that is where I feel the having an earth person can act as a cushion. It can act as a breathing space. It can act as a, a ball which can soften itself once the force is hard. And because your wood can enable you to be hard at times, and it can lead you, to be practical at times, and that can lead you to maybe not understand people well, especially with respect to human relationships. That is where having an earth person into your life can enable that, that cushioning zone, that comforting zone into your life. So that is where I feel, it's going to better your life and can add more colors to your life, right? So that is something which I feel will be pretty helpful. So maintain your individuality because that's your uniqueness, and yeah, let your water and wood guide you to drive change, right? So that is something which is very important, and your water and wood very much can lead you to experience spirituality as a medium of growth, intuition as a medium of growth. So make sure that you uh, are always connected in that line of segment where you're giving your spiritual side a little boost, right? To understand life more. You're giving yourself those chances. So that is very, very important, right? So, yeah, I hope the reading helps you, Upinder. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you. I'll share a link wherein you can share your feedback. You can also share your feedback with me uh, in the video as well, format for like in the video format for 30 seconds or 40 seconds, whatever is comfortable. Or you can also write your feedback on the link that I'm going to share with you once I finish this particular live, right? So, yeah, that is the thing. I hope it helps. I hope it answers your question of earth element in a certain way as well. So, yeah, thank you so much once again. And I'll hydrate myself now. And then I'll read for Nika. Thank you so much, Upinder. It's lovely to hear. I'll appreciate your feedback on the link as well. I'll share it with you once I finish the live. Thank you so much, Upinder. I'll now go for Nika. Nika, I hope you're there. Just let me know if you're there. And yeah, great. By the way, how was your day, guys? I hope you had an amazing Saturday. We are at the fag end. With respect to elemental type, this is the metal phase of our day because it's the night time. Uh, It's actually the water time. So water is kind of the stage of pre-birth and after that. So it's not after that per se. It's metal phase, to be exact. Yes, we are not yet to sleep. So the beauty of five elements is that you can put it to anything into life, and that's where when leaves are withering off, when you're at your old age, when you're at your closure of your project, you refine the finest of details. And this night time in the IST time zone, yes, there are viewers from EST time zone. This is your fire phase because it's 1 p.m. EST. It's the summer blooming into your into summer blooming, and lot of fiery things happening. Maybe a certain event is taking place. Maybe a certain sporting event is taking place. So yeah, depending on where you're watching through, it can be different sort of elements interacting. So for Connie, it'll be evening. So Connie, this is I think Earth phase ending, metal phase beginning into your life, into your day. Great. So yeah, let me just give a heart to Pindo's comment. I just shared in. Nika, I think that you're there. Just let me know if you're there, and I'll be reading for you. Great. So you're there. That's great. Connie, what is this that you have made, Connie? I don't get it. You have so much of these emojis lined up, isn't it? Pink crocodile. Is it a pink crocodile? Oh my goodness. I would. So Nika, you had. I think you had your specific question where you said that you want to know whether you'll be getting married with a person uh, that you pinged. I cannot answer that because that is not my expertise. Having said that, I can definitely indicate about a mini reading about you, and share what I feel when I see your face, right? That is something which I can indicate. And if you want me to do that, I'll definitely do that for you. I have no clue what it is. Great. Three crocodile, pink crocodile. So, is this like YouTube Messenger box has different set of emojis? Is that the case? I'm not sure how YouTube emojis work. I'm neither sure how they can come. Yes, yes, yes. I could see on my system there is a way that you can put in your comments and put in the emoticons thereby, right? I'm not so strength, like I don't have so much technical strength, to be honest. So I learn a lot from you guys with respect to how to operate technology. Even though I have been doing lives from long period, with respect to technology, I'm dumb. Great. Yes, Nika is there. That's great. So Nika, I'm going to read for you now. Hmm. I may throw a little insights on him. That is something which I can do. A mini reflection for you. That's the best that I can do for, and I'll do that. So Nika. So I'm pronouncing your name correctly, right, Nika? Just let me know. It's like Nikita is a more used word. That's why uh, I am like getting to get into that name, Nikita, more than Nika. I'm sorry for that before reading for you. In case in the middle of the read I pronounce your name incorrectly, I apologize at the forefront, right? That is the thing. Great. Thank you so much for understanding, Nika. Great. Nika, the very first thing that I see when I see your face is is that you know the earth is active on your face, but I feel the aspect of storing in guilds, the aspect of storing in herds is prominent because earth is a motherly energy, and as mother likes to hold on to things, likes to preserve things, likes to preserve family. Similarly, when I'm seeing your face, I'm sensing a stuck energy, a stagnant energy, a stagnant force right now, which indicates to me that a lot of unprocessed emotions, a lot of unprocessed hurt is there when I'm seeing your face, and that is something which I feel is a constant challenge for your element, because because getting over emotions, getting over things that hurt you is something uh, which has been a challenge, and it's important that you get a way to move on quickly over things, because that leads you to elongate your phase of stagnation, right? That is something which is the very force striking force. Can you let me know when you have clicked this picture in black dress? I think black and flowers on it. Is it today's picture? That'll be great if you can just confirm me, because I can tap into your current emotional state better. I'm seeing that picture only, but if you can just let me know, that'll be pretty helpful. Just confirm me, Nika, that this picture is of today's, or wherever, whichever time zone that was taken. Just let me know that. Thank you for your comment. Have you posted the link for the feedback? Upinder, I'm going to share with you once I finish the live. Don't worry about it. I'm definitely going to share it with you. You can just have a breather, and you can just hang around here and there. If you have some important work, you can loop around here and there. You can think of some question if you have a face reading. It'll help the viewers who are going to watch the replay. And yes, I'm going to share it with you. So yeah, Nika, I'm waiting for your confirmation. Just confirm me that you have taken the picture today, when it was taken, especially the one which was in white and black dress. Uh, it's a black texture with white flowers on it, right? Blooming out. Uh, yeah, just confirm me that, and I'll be great. So yeah, Nika, are you there? Just let me know if you're there, or if I'm not. I have not clarified on the question part. Can you confirm, please? Or you want? Yes, true. Moving on is hard for me. I think yeah. So this picture you have taken it today. So yeah, I was mentioning about hi Kay, hello Nitesh, nice to see you. I hope you will be well. Hi Kay, how have you been? I'm absolutely great. I'm doing well. This is a mini face reading segment. I think you are live for the very first time, isn't it, Kay? I think you are from Germany, maybe, because your surname sounds from that particular zone, from the European part. So, or is it the American name? I'm not sure, but I'm just guessing. Great. I hope you are doing well, Kay, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly as well. So yeah, I'm getting back to Nika. Martin. I was thinking about it, that it must be Martin. I hope you're doing great, Martin. It's long time that you have been here. It's long time that I have seen your text, or I'm only seeing your text when it comes on Connie's post, and whenever that happens, I do see, but I cannot understand that, because you have your I think Irish zone there, Irish language there, so I cannot understand. But yes, absolutely happy, and it's an enriching experience seeing you. Okay, sorry, Martin. Wonderful. I think Connie pulled you. I hope you're doing well. So, yeah, coming back to Nika, and okay, wonderful, wonderful question, Upinder. Just hold in for that. Hold in your thought there. I'll just finish Nika's reading, and then I'll come back to this question. Nika, thank you for the confirmation. So yeah, so I was mentioning about Nika, and Nika, as I mentioned, getting over things is something which is a frequent and constant challenge into your life. When I see him, and if I were to lend a mini reflection upon him, that is the potential person of interest for you. Uh, when I see him, uh, the water in him is enabled, which makes him little mysterious, which makes him little on the side where getting to understand what he's thinking can be difficult, and that is a little pain point uh, where you may get mixed signals, where you may get uh, caught up into things or caught up into questions uh, whether he really is expressive enough of loving, because of immense water, and that is a very mysterious side of him. It can make things at time little difficult and secretive, because you have a very strong earth. It lets you be expressive outward, and that feeds into his water, but he has a very different element to yours, and that's where I feel solitude can be gold for him, and being not pushy to him can be gold for him. That's where I feel you know uh, if you give him time, you see, you can have better connection with him, is what I feel, right? uh, there is always aspects of security with him. So so giving him time, letting him be in his zone, letting him be in his solitude, it's those phases which he loves the most, and not being pushy, having him his sense of freedom, and giving him time basically works out in the best possible way, works more with respect to mingling or connection, right? And that is what I see when I see him, right? And because your earth strikes out, your earth shines out, uh, it lets you be clear with respect to your sense of expression, especially your emotional expression is pretty outward. His can be pretty within himself or very less, right? uh, so being outward is something which is the strength of your element. Being expressive is the strength of your element, I mean verbally. So yeah, I'll just say, don't worry a lot, because your element can lead you into states where I mentioned it's difficult for you to navigate emotions, and worry state can prolong, rumination state can prolong, and that's where I feel uh, don't stress a lot, right? Because uh, earth is a mothering element, as I mentioned earlier, and mother always worries for the child. And similarly, when you have that mothering trait incorporated so deeply, m- at times or most of the times it can so happen that you're feeling things, but the other person is not feeling the pain of it, because that's not part of his elemental profile or nature, right? So that's where I feel, learn to push over things where it doesn't matter, especially if you feel that there are repetitions with respect to patterns of behavior in somebody you're dating or liking, right? That is where I feel it's important that you get into a space where you're happy more rather than being sad because you're worrying more. right? And I feel that stagnation right now, which is not a great sign to be in, especially now, because it elongates that phase of stagnation, right? So I'll just say, try to cut off excess emotions or excess thoughts that you're getting by engaging your life or mind in productive ways, right? So that is where I feel it's very, very important. Don't don't stick your mind to a thought or a person, and it's happening right now. I can see that. So yeah, that is my advice for you right now. I hope the mini reading helps you, and it helps you get a better mindset and a little clarity to where you are today, right? And yes, thank you so much, Nika, for giving me the opportunity to read. And as you could also figure out from my face, to all the ones who are watching me right now, I am a little drained, and it happens when there are three readings that are done. It can very much happen that the energy is drained out, and after all the live, this is a very common phase that happens. That happens with me. I think five of the wonderful folks are watching here, so that is incredible. Thank you so much to each one of you for giving me your time, for giving your precious weekend hours to come and join this live. I'll just get on to Upender's question now. I hope, Upender, you are there, and I'm going to answer your question just by hydrating myself a little, and then I'll get to your question. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, thank you. Great. I'll just answer your question, Upender, just in a bit. So, Connie, you can share your thought about what you painted today. Number one, thank you so much, Martin, for being there. Lovely to see you. I love to give a mini read to you next week for sure, and I'll be answering Upender's question, and after that, I'll be closing the live. I hope that the cross button functions well today, because last time it was stuck in a way where I was not able to close the live, and ultimately I have to shut down my phone to actually get access to the phone and cross off my YouTube. Thank you so much, Nika. I would appreciate and love your feedback. You can share your feedback on the page itself where you have posted in your picture, or I'll also share the link of this particular YouTube live itself, or some of the other links. I'll share one for sure. Thank you so much for the love. Hmm. I could see a lot of the emoticons here. That is great. And yes, one more thing. This water part. This water part enhances after the reading. Even if I'm not reading live, like my in-depth reading with my clients happens in a way where I spend like 1.5 hour uh, on analyzing and preparing the reading, complete reading. Even if I'm not speaking and I'm into reading, I drink like full bottled water for sure. It's something which happens naturally, as it's a natural drain when you read. So for the readers, for the interested people who are going to watch the replay, very few of you watch it. I know that. And live by itself means that you're live. So I know. Hello neurons firing. Hmm, that's true. So yeah, Upinder, getting to your question now. And Connie, thank you so much for your emoticons. They are fun. I'm not sure where do you get them, but maybe we'll have a quiz to figure out what an emoticon is saying. Upinder's emoticons are also great. So yeah, coming back to your question, Upinder, the question that you have shared is, can you talk about the difference between the left and right side of the face? Okay, somewhere I had read that the left side is the feminine aspect and the right side is for the masculine. Okay, great. Wonderful question. So here is the answer, and this will help people who are watching the replay as well. So I'm going to share the difference between the left part and right part of the face, and I'm definitely going to use the face reading examples here. And yeah, so left part of the brain, left part of the face is governed by right side of your brain, right? As right part of the brain governs the left half of the face, similarly right part of your brain governs the left part of your face, right? And left part, and as right brain represents the aspect of emotions, it represents the aspect of feelings, it represents the aspect of creativity, right? uh, that is what is being reflected on the left side of the face, and your private feelings are reflected on the left part of your face, viewing from your angle, right? So viewing from my angle, this is the left part of the face, right? I think you may be seeing it on the left only or right, I'm not sure, but this is the left part of my face, right? So it is governed by this particular half, and left part is how you're getting your uh, private side viewed, and that is definitely correct because we associate the feelings component more with the yin side of things, more with the female oriented side of things. That's why it represents the aspect of your private life. Your right part of the face is governed by your left brain, and that's why left brain, because left brain has functions of logic, it has functions of more of practical self being into motion, right? So your right part is being reflected or is being worked through the left part of the brain, which means this part of the brain affects your right part. And one of the facts that you're going to see, Upinder, and all the people who are viewing the face, is that you will observe that the left part of the face is lined more than the right part of the face, right? Because this is the personal area, this is the private area, and feelings of our life strikes us more on the left side. So you'll see that the left part of the face, if you draw a central meridian or imagine a central meridian from here, you'll observe that left part of the face has more markings, has more lines in the even elder folks. And if you even just observe a little of your face, you'll see that when you smile, smile comes from left to right. It's a very millisecond observation. Even researchers have shared this finding that when you smile, it kind of floats from left to right. And because these feelings are governed by right part of the brain, it reflects on the left part of the face, and that's why that smile also goes from left to the right, right? So that is something which is a wonderful discovery by some of the researchers. And one of the facts on the left and right side of the face is that you'll this is also research backed, and it is said that 80% of the people that we view, uh, that we talk with, that we speak with one to one, we tend to view their right part of the face, which is a public part of their life, which means what they want to portray to the world is what we see. And we imagine in our mental self that left part is the duplicate of the right part of the face. And when we speak with other, our eye focuses more on their righter part. In fact, if you focus more on the left part of the face, it can feel pretty intrusive, right? It can feel pretty uh, nosy into their life. And this is also one of the research that you can do personally with yourself, where once you're speaking with a certain person, think where you're watching more. Are you watching right part of the face more or left part of the face more? Generally, 80% of the time we watch right part of the face more, and that is what is the public aspect. That is what is the aspect which even people want to show, because that is their public side of life, right? So yeah, this is pretty true that left side is the yin energy, and it's being governed by right part of the face, which represents more of feelings component. And because feminine aspect do represents a set of strong feelings, it represents strength and emotions. That's why left part can be said a feminine aspect, uh, left part of the face, right? And right part is more masculine because it's more related to public life, to public work. So it's the yin and yang energy balancing itself, and it depends which one is a more dominating force into your life, which kind of can lead you to experience certain set of emotions a little bit more and a little bit less. So you'll also observe that the left part of the face is different from right part of the face. You can do a certain fact check with your picture. So what you do is cut your face into half, not literally, but in the picture sense, crop your picture, uh, put out your left part and divide it half, and just flip it here on the right, and then cut the other half from the right, and then flip the right to the left, right? So you will see two different pictures together. We feel that we are a composite of one half, but we are slightly different, or I would say we differ a lot. Because we differ in private and personal, private and public life, right? So it's a very natural thing to have as well. So yes, yes, that's correct, Upinder. That is wonderful observation that you have had. It does. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. It was fun answering that question. Such wonderful questions you put out always, and I just liked my video as well. There were 2 likes, so I thought let us like one more. Let's give it a like. Wonderful. I hope that it answers your question, Upinder, and thank you so much for your wonderful questions. I am now good with respect to covering for today's read. It's showing that I've been live for 63 minutes now, and it's a time when I need to call it quits, when I need to go off, have my milk. So my papa makes wonderful milk and has mango into it. So if I were to show you, this is a drink which my dad makes every single day. I think you can see the nuts here that are being spread. So mango cuttings are there inside. So it's been like this from almost 45 minutes. So mangoes have settled down, and I cannot show the mango. Maybe I can show. I have spoon also, so I can show the mango part here. So here, if you could see, the mango part is also here. So this is how it comes like. So Connie, this is something which is a drink that I do have like during the time of night once we are going off. So yeah, that is what I'm going to enjoy now after this live. uh, yeah, Upinder, I tried to share what I could. Great. So yeah. So I hope you guys also have some amazing drinks at your place, and it's time for me to say goodbye. And yes, thank you so much to each one of you for giving me the opportunity to share reading, to share the insights from the amazing questions that you have had. And I enjoyed being here. And yeah, Martin is also there still. That is beautiful. And yes, thank you so much once again, guys. I'll tune off and I'll try to close my live. I hope it gets a closure letter once I click the cross, because last time it was not happening. So I close. Thank you so much. I'll share the link of the feedback with you guys who have who have got the reading, and thank you so much to the ones who are going to watch the replay as well. It's been lovely coming here, sharing the insights on face reading, and yes, thank you so much. Have a lovely weekend ahead.